Hey everyone, thank you for taking the time to watch another episode. In this episode, I really want to get into the science behind hemp oil. So, what are the health benefits? How is it helping us? And what is the scientific research behind why it is contributing to our health? So when I was looking for the health benefits of hemp oil, I came across the article of 5 health benefits by Dr. Edward from the Global Healing Center. And what I really liked first off about his paper was that all of his references were scientifically supported. So when I went to the scientific research and I dug through it, everything that he was claiming, everything that he was saying was scientifically proven and scientifically sound. So I'm going to discuss the 5 health benefits of hemp oil that he went over and then go a little bit into the research papers so that you can see where the information is coming from and what it means when it's supported. The top 5 health benefits of hemp oil are the support of brain health, the support of cardiovascular health, the support of the immune system, our skin and hair, and lastly, it's awesome because it is a mercury-free supplement. So when we are discussing the role of hemp oil in terms of cardiovascular health, it is said to improve cardiovascular function. So cardiovascular is our heart system and our arteries and our veins that pump blood all throughout our body. And certain things such as cholesterol, we have LDL and HDL. HDL is the good cholesterol and LDL is known as the bad cholesterol. Now, the problem with high cholesterol levels is that we get these buildup of plaque in our arteries, and when we get too much plaque buildup, we can get a closure, which results in what most people know as myocardial infarction or a heart attack. And that's simply because the heart is not getting enough blood flow. So hemp oil is seen to keep proper cardiac function and flow, and has also shown results in degenerative diseases. So particularly for cardiovascular health, we're talking about omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the hemp oil. So these are essential fatty acids that allow the body to function properly. So the next health benefit of hemp oil that I want to discuss with you is brain health. And I find this one particularly interesting, especially because it involves pregnancy and the early stages and development of the infant. So in terms of omega-3 and omega-6, especially omega-3, we're talking about DHA. You've probably heard of DHA. So there are 2 main omega-3 fatty acids in fish oil, EPA and DHA, and they have very important biological functions in the CNS. So DHA is a major structural component of neural membrane, so that's in the brain. So we're talking about the CNS and cognitive function. So changing the fatty acid composition of neural membranes leads to functional changes in the activity of receptors and the proteins embedded in the membrane phospholipid. So in this particular instance, the receptors that they're talking about are the photoreceptors found in the retina. So that can lead to vision changes, or we can have membrane malfunction at the synapses in the brain, leading to cognitive impairment. This is particularly important for women that are pregnant with their infants to make sure that they're getting the correct amount of omega-3 so that their infant is not cognitively impaired or declined. So again, this links back to the idea that hemp oil and its amount of omega-3 can aid in the development of the retina photoreceptor membranes, which are important for sight, and the synapses and the membranes of the brain, which are important for our cognitive abilities. So N3 and N6, omega-3 and omega-6, are essential fatty acids that are required for normal development, but each has a particular function in the body. So omega-6 fatty acid is particularly responsible for growth, reproduction, and skin integrity, where we discussed omega-3 fatty acid is more responsible for retina, photoreceptor membrane development, and the cortex again in the brain, which we said was primarily important in the developing infant in the first year of life. So the optimal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in the body is 4:1. That means that more omega-6 is required in reference to omega-3. So there should be 4 times the amount of omega-6 to the amount of omega-3, so a 4-to-1 ratio. Now, you'll probably hear different words associated with omega-3 and omega-6. So I want to briefly go over that so that if you read it on a label, you are aware as to what you are taking in. So omega-3 can also be known as alpha-linolenic acid, EPA, or DHA. So if you're looking in a supplement section and you're looking at your omega-3s, it will give you reference to the EPA, the DHA, or the alpha-linoleic acid milligram content that is in your supplement. If you are looking at omega-6, you are looking at linolenic acid. All right, on to health benefit 3. So I particularly love this one. There is no mercury in the supplement. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, I am going to be doing a video about mercury and mercury toxicity and poisoning, which you can also find on my channel here. But for the meantime, mercury is a metal and you do not want it in your body, especially in low levels. So many of you have probably heard the association or the problem with fish these days and the mercury content that is in our fish from the sea. Now, due to bioavailability, so when we eat something, we take on the contents of whatever we're eating. So if you're eating a fish that is high in mercury, you are putting that mercury into your body and your body is storing that mercury. So this is where the issue comes in, because at high levels of mercury in the body, we can face illness, we can face disease and negative side effects and poisoning. So with a supplement, you are getting the essential fatty acids, you are getting the omegas from the fish oil without the mercury content. So what I really loved about this study is that they were looking at pregnant women and the consumption of fish and mercury levels and the cognitive abilities found in the infants with mothers exposed to even low levels of mercury. And the awesome part about this was that even in slight low levels of mercury consumption, there were lower cognitive scores in the infant. So there was this correlation that showed even the slightest amount of mercury in an infant that is developing is causing lower cognitive scores. So it's disrupting the development of the cognitive function, which is our brain function. And the interesting part was also that women who ate fish without mercury, their children were cognitively excelling. So that was a link between the omega and the fish oils as a beneficial cognitive component, as long as the mercury was not present. So health benefit number 4 is the support of the immune system. So this essential fatty acid was promoting the health of the flora of the intestines and supporting the immune system response and function. So it was found that omega-3 has a very powerful anti-inflammatory component. So we know that inflammation can result in disease. So if we go for anti-inflammatory properties, we are benefiting our immune system and our functioning. And the 5th health benefit of hemp oil is seen in the support of our hair, nails, and skin. So this particular study again looked at atopic dermatitis and the irritation and itching of our skin when it is dry. Omega fatty acids have shown to reduce the dryness and thus the inflammation and the irritation that comes alongside with that disease. So that's pretty awesome. It has also shown that it was an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory substance that again is great for anti-aging and our overall skin health. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative, educational, and scientific. If you like the content and you're looking for a lot more, give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos, and I will be putting a video out on mercury toxicity and poisoning and how you can see the signs in the body and what you can do to get rid of it. So thanks for sharing your healing journey with me. Thank you for learning with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Love and light. Cheers.